Today on the Philly Talk podcast, I want to give more credit to this secondary. It is the best secondary in the NFL, and CJ Garner Johnson was such a steal. Remember what we gave up for him?
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we scream and fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today we are talking about this secondary. It's been low key, under the radar when you look at the success of the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, the offensive line, the wide receiver, the run game, the D line. But this secondary is legit. Now, before we get into it, help your boy out and hit that like button. It's free, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, ding the bell so you can be a part of notification gang so you know when we go live or drop videos. Also, check out the link in the description. It's called the Chalkboard app. It's for iPhone users only, but we talk football behind the YouTube scenes. And I'm getting ready to make a Facebook group. That's going to be free. I'm actually going to let the people who watch my channel and have Facebook and use Facebook, I'm going to let y'all do the heavy lifting. I'm going to make you guys, a couple of you guys, some admins, and we'll see where it goes. But we want to start using Facebook for videos, posts, all that stuff, all news as well. Anyways, let's look at the Eagles secondary. I think 100% they are the best in the NFL. Darius Slay, the lowest passer rating allowed in the NFL, 31.8%. He has 7 pass breakups and 3 interceptions on the season. Interceptions are great, for sure. And he has 3 this year, and it's only week 6. But part of Darius Slay's ability is that he doesn't even get targeted that much for the simple fact that quarterbacks respect him and usually try to go to the other side. Well, that's not the story now, because on the other side is bald Batman, James Bradbury, who allows the second lowest passer rating at 32.4. You're talking about number 1 at 31.8 and number 2 at 32.4. Now, Bradbury has 1 less interception, but he has 9 PBUs, which is tied for first. I will say he's tied with Trayvon Diggs, who's a good corner, and he's playing a little bit different this year. He's not giving up the big play as much. But when you look at shutdown corners and the ability to really interfere with a game or make the offense funnel everything to the middle where the linebackers are covering, that's Bradbury and Slay. And Bradbury, coming from New York, was getting poo-pooed on all in the offseason. He's not that good. He's going to be 30 years old after this year's done, blah, blah, blah. We need to talk about re-signing him. Now, I don't want to leave it right there. And I told you in the beginning of this video, CJ Garner Johnson. Mind you, this is the first year he's been playing in the safety position full time. He's played there a couple times with the New Orleans Saints, but not much. He's a slot corner, but he's transitioned beautifully. I said you add CJ Maddox and Epps, sheesh, but CJ Garner Johnson should have his own little block too, because he got 4 pass breakups and 3 interceptions. Let's go back down memory lane. We got this man for a 5th and a 6th round pick. Talk about robbery homicide. A 5th and a 6th. And also, I believe they're giving us a 7th. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat or in the comment section. So we gave up a 5th and a 6th when we get Garner Johnson, Mr. CJ Garner Johnson, 3 picks, 4 PBUs, and a dog mentality, and a 7th. And the crazy thing is, when you back this up a little bit further, how did Howie Roseman do it? Well, Howie Roseman trades J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. I didn't think I was ever going to have to say that name again. But listen to this, if you don't remember. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside went to the Seattle Seahawks for a safety slash cornerback. I forgot his name. I know you guys in the comment section will know. Let me know the guy we traded for. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside to the Seattle Seahawks for blah, blah, blah. We end up taking blah, blah, blah and trading him to the Titans for picks. that ultimately was involved in the trade for CJ Garner Johnson. So, in the grand scheme of things, forget the Titan stuff and the Seattle Seahawks. Some way, somehow, Howie Roseman pretty much flipped JJ Arcega Whiteside to CJ Garner Johnson, and we had to give up a 6th round pick and get a 7th round pick. The swap. When you look at when you go through all the avenues, we gave up a 5th and 6th for him in a 7th. But it's just crazy to know that the reason we got CJ Garner Johnson, who's playing great at the age of 24, first time playing safety, can only get better. He got that in him. Philly fits him. He's talked about it. He is living his best life. But it all stems from how he's saying it's time to get JJ out of here. Now, shout out to Thomas R. Peterson because Next Gen Stats really graded each corner. And when they graded them in a shutdown capacity, Next Gen Stats says number 1 shutdown corner is Bradbury and number 2 is Slay. Now, again, the grading system is taking this, that, in the third, yards allowed, blah, 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 blah. Again, if you look at it, Bradbury fell against Lamb. CJ Garner Johnson cleaned it up. If that's a catch, it goes against Bradbury's stats. It is what it is. Neither here or there. I still think Slay's the better guy, but man, has Bradbury exceeded the rest of the NFL, the rest of the NFC East expectations. They thought we were getting a pretty good number 2 when we're getting a guy who's competing throughout the NFL to be one of the best. And Next Gen Stats got him a little bit higher than Darius Slay. Regardless, if they stay at this pace, which I'm not saying they will or not, they got the potential to be one of the best duos of all time in a season. We're not talking about one versus another great. We're not talking about Asante Samuels versus Bradbury or Champ Bailey versus Slay. We're talking about them together, what they're doing, no fly zone, not allowing lowest passer rating, lowest yards, lowest touchdowns, lowest completion percentage, all that stuff. When you factor all that in, the amount of times that they're on an island by themselves, all that stuff. So that being said, I need to see this D line pick up, and that's where I think the bye week comes in handy. And we go ahead and trade for a defensive end. Trade for a defensive end if you know you have the finances to sign all these guys, because Bradbury, Garner Johnson, Kaiser White, T.J. Edwards, they all need a deal. Even Marcus Epps, he's in here. He's been flying around. He got a couple pass breakups. Avonte Maddox got a pick, and he's missed 2 games. Secondary is one of our actually strong suits. I think the secondary has actually been making the front 4 look better. Brian Burns, D. Ford, ain't JPP still out there? Like, if you can't trade for a Brian Burns, Robert Quinn, one of these guys, go out and sign a free agent like JPP, put him in a rotation. Mind you, we were using Derek Barnett. Not saying he's good, but we never replaced that body. Patrick Johnson's pretty good, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as it pertains to the Eagles secondary. Oh, also, I've been taking, for those who follow me on TikTok, shout out to y'all. I've been posting on TikTok for the last couple months, but I haven't been putting them on YouTube. But a couple of you guys went on TikTok and said, I follow you on TikTok and YouTube, but I'm not on TikTok that much. When you put them on TikTok, can you also put them on YouTube? Since y'all asked for that, I am. Listen, if you didn't watch the Jason Kelsey mic'd up, it's crazy. One of the plays, he told the Cowboys D-line, you know what we're doing, right? And then he did it. He snuck it right on them while telling them that's how much of a GOAT he is. So check that short video out if you want. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Again, just type in, go to my channel and go to the last short, I guess, I don't know. Or you can follow me on TikTok at Philly Talk Podcast. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Once again, we're going to be creating a Facebook group. I'm going to let some of the ride or dies who are here all the time kind of run it with me. We'll talk about all that. Until next time, you know what time it is. My voice is messed up. We out.